Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about cold emailing and how to do it properly. It can be a great way to grow your network and connect with people. So if that is interesting to you, then consider subscribing and sticking around and watching the end of this video. So, alright, my LinkedIn began blowing up after I started contracting at Google, and it was kind of, in truth, the part of the reason why I wanted to make this channel. I still get plenty of messages, weekly asking me for something, if it's to review a portfolio or to talk to somebody about what boot camp they want to go to and if it's worth it, or they just want to connect or pick my brain. And I've had people email me in really successful ways that make me want to help them. And I've had people email me in ways that do not make me want to help that person. And when I started out, I definitely cold emailed other designers on LinkedIn. And I asked for their advice, I asked them questions that I had. I think it can be an excellent way to connect and get information that's hard to get. There is a right and a wrong way to do it. So the first thing you should know as the sender of the cold email, which is you, is that not everybody will email you back. So it's okay, don't take it personally. At some point I stopped responding to my emails because I got a lot of them, and you need to remember the second most important thing, which is that the recipient's time is very valuable to them. I cannot stress this enough. Most people aren't cold emailing people that haven't got their life together. They're cold emailing people that have their stuff figured out. Probably more so than the sender, right? So they are in a career, they have experience or work in a certain company that the sender is interested in, so they don't owe you anything. While offering coffee in exchange, if better than nothing, please remember when you're emailing people at Facebook or Google or some of the other big companies that have catered lunches, when you offer to buy them coffee to pick their brain, and they have access to a free barista coffee at work 24/7, and they're working where they're getting paid like $100 an hour or something ridiculous, and people are working for those companies and they get plenty of these emails all day long. So if they think you're just trying to use them for your own career advancement for a cup of coffee in return, it really makes them want to not help you. If you think about it from their point of view, you're asking them for mentorship, which for free, which they might usually get paid, my example before, like sometimes they get paid $100 an hour or more. That's pretty easy to do if you're good at your job in the Bay Area. So try to use discretion when you cold email. If you want something more relaxed and casual and open-ended, maybe consider going to a meetup instead. The third thing to remember is to try to be very succinct about why and what you're asking for. Picking someone's brain is a terrible ask in a cold email, because now I have no idea how much time you want of mine. If you email me with a list of very specific questions, the chances of you getting a response goes way, way up. If you ask me to refer you to a company and I literally have no reason to help you and you're asking for my valuable time, it's hard for me to know if I want to help you. But if you ask me to refer you to my company and you have a job ID number, meaning you've done your homework and you already found a job that you think you are a good match for, and you send that to me with your portfolio and a resume, and I think that it looks really good, and it's much easier for me to make that decision that, oh, maybe I do want to refer this person, so be smart about that. It also helps if you take the time to be a little more personal. Let them know that you read their About Me section on their portfolio, or make a comment about a project in their portfolio that you liked. Telling someone that you noticed that you both grew up in Long Beach makes it seem personal. Telling somebody that you noticed that they've worked at Google for a year and now you want tips about how to get hired at Google is very obvious and annoying. So please don't do that. Anyway, those are my tips for cold emailing somebody, and I hope you found them useful. I will see you in another video soon.